J. Subramanian. I'm here to present about master data management. So before we talk about master data management, we need to understand what a master data is. Okay. So master data is a kind of centralized source of information, a storage of information that collects information from various sources and stores it. Okay. This centralized information would be used by several applications that makes up one system. Okay. Let us take an example of a banking. Okay. A customer data we might get from different sources, from online, telephonic, or a person can directly enroll in a bank location. Okay. So all these different sources of information would be stored in a kind of centralized storage that makes up the master data. Okay. And we are storing a topic related to a customer. Okay. So similar to customer, there are various other transactional data that we can store and various other non-transactional data that we can store. And a few examples are information about employee, order, and some credit information. Okay. So just that we got to know about the basics of master data, we can understand the benefits of master data. Okay. So I'd like to quote a couple of examples that emphasize the benefits of master data. Okay. So the first example that I'd like to quote is on the reliability of information. Okay. To talk about this, I'd like to talk my own experience with respect to where I had called from an Optimum service. Okay, and the sales guy asked whether they would like to go for a TV service from us. Okay, whereas I already had a TV service from them. Okay, this clearly proves the source of information that they are referring. It's not kind of reliable across, right? So the second example I would like to quote is on the uniqueness. Okay, so the data are kind of any topic data need to be uniquely identified through a unique identifier. Okay, it's a very common practice. A company can acquire another data provider just to get some master data. Okay, so we also need to make sure the unique identifier is universal, so that there is not the uniqueness doesn't get disturbed when there's a kind of a merger. Okay, so it's always advisable to go use a kind of social security for a customer and a kind of a dance number to identify a company. Okay. The third example that I like to quote is on the lines of consistency. Okay, where a very generic example is where like a Bill and William, which refers to a single customer, need to have a single entity. Okay, and there shouldn't be a multiple entity for a single customer. Okay, so by this, right, like we got to know about the benefits of master data and its importance. Right. The next topic I'd like to cover is on the master data management. Okay. So just that we got to know about the importance of master data, we also knew like how critical it is to manage this source, manage this master data. Okay. The master data management is a technology, a tool, and a process required to maintain, to ensure the data is accurate and consistent. Okay. Since this data is kind of a centralized information and used across multiple applications, any error in the data will kind of impact all the applications that are involved. Okay, so many might be wondering like what a typical MDM project will look like. Okay, I would like to kind of cover my next topic that I would like to cover a typical life cycle involved for an MDM project. Okay, there are 11 basic kind of stages that are involved. Okay, the first stage is identify the source of master data. Okay, get to know about like where the source data is coming from. Identify all these sources. Okay. And the second stage is identify the producers and consumers of the master data. Okay, we need to have a data lineage that starts from source to target, which will help to study how the data is flowing. Okay. So the third stage is collect and analyze the metadata. Okay. So if you need to build a master data, it's very critical that you need to understand about the data and its attribute. Okay. So this will kind of ensure that you are completely studying the data before even planning to build it. And the fourth is kind of appointing data stewards. Okay. It more talks about a resource who need to be involved to make this project successful. Okay, there are three types of resources who need to be involved. One are the topic owners, are the subject matters expert. And second thing is the architect of the MDM system. And third thing is the business owners for each topic. Okay. And the next stage is implementing a data governance. Okay. It's very critical that you maintain the data quality through a data governance process. Okay. You need to have a discipline so that your data is completely accurate and consistent. Okay. And the next stage is develop the master data model. Okay. So once you understand the attributes of data and nature of data, you need to start building a data model. Okay. So next thing is choose a tool set. Okay. Choose a proper MDM tool set that caters your requirement. Okay. There are various tools that are available in market. For example, IBM has an InfoSphere, and Informatica provides its own MDM tool. Okay. So we need to make sure the tool that we are going to use is able to transform and cleanse the data and merge various sources that can pull information into master data. The next thing, just that you chosen a tool and built a data model, you have to start implementing by having the required infrastructure, where it's called designing the infrastructure. Okay. The next stage is generate and test the master data. Okay. So once you implement a MDM with the required architecture, you need to merge all the source, and you need to start testing how the data flows from your source to the master data system. Okay, and you need to test it so that your data is completely accurate. And the next step is identify the producing and modifying the producing and consuming system. Okay, since you modified your source, okay, all the dependent application need to be changed. Okay, so we need to make sure that you modify all your producing and consuming system so that the new system always refers to your master data. Okay. The last and final steps of a typical MDM project is implementing the maintenance process. Okay. So just that we implemented MDM solution doesn't mean end of all. We need to make sure we have a perfect maintenance system so that the data is completely consistent and accurate, and we need to make sure this is maintained in a very periodic way. So we came to end of the session. So if you have any questions, please email me at apadre.subramanian@cognizant.com. Thanks for your time and thanks for your patience.